You're diving deep, deep into Fortnite.
Fortnite, huh?
Yeah. You might think Fortnite, it's everywhere. What else is there to even know about it? But seriously, stick with us. We've got reviews, gameplay videos. We even snuck a peek at Epic Games' site. And get this, a dictionary definition of Fortnite.
Interesting.
Yeah, we're going to uncover some really, really interesting things about this whole phenomenon.
I'm intrigued.
We're aiming this at you if, you're kind of curious about Fortnite, want to get why it's such a big deal, but you don't have to be like a hardcore player or anything.
Makes sense.
So let's get started. First things first, Fortnite. When did it come out? July 28th, 2017. IMDb tells us it was in the Netherlands first.
Ah.
But here's the thing. It wasn't just made in one place. US was involved, Poland, maybe even more countries. It's really global.
Like a worldwide team effort to build this.
Exactly. And speaking of global, we can't skip over how huge Fortnite is. Epic Games, they say it right on their website. Discover, play, and battle with friends for free in Fortnite.
Free. That's going to be a big part of it, right?
Genius, right?
Yeah.
Anyone, anywhere with internet can just jump in.
Yeah.
No cost, try it out.
No barrier to entry.
Yeah.
Smart, but it's more than just being free. Look at all the YouTube stuff about Fortnite Chapter 2 live event, tons of gameplay videos, people explaining strategies. It's massive.
Okay, that's a really good point. It's not just that there's so much content, but like why? What's that tell us about Fortnite itself?
It means players need to keep up. This game, it's always changing. New seasons, items, ways to play. You almost need like a textbook to follow it all. And that's where those YouTubers come in. They're like guides, helping players navigate this crazy, ever-changing world.
So it's like this constant evolution happening both inside Fortnite and in the community outside of it. That's actually pretty cool. Speaking of change, Epic Games, they love to keep things fresh on their website. They're already showing off Chapter 6, Season 1, called Hunters, which mean demon hunters, and whoa, that sounds awesome.
Oh, yeah, definitely. But it's deeper than just like a cool theme. They introduced this thing, Fortnite Zero Build.
Wait, hold on. No building.
Nope. It takes away that whole building part, which a lot of people think is like the thing that makes Fortnite. This mode, it's all about shooting and moving around.
So it's like they're going after a whole different kind of player. Someone who maybe isn't into the building, but likes the rest of it.
Exactly. They're not afraid to try stuff, to see what works. You can even see this in those YouTube videos. Players, they're constantly talking about new weapons, new items, ways to play. There's even whole videos dedicated to ballistic and OG modes. It's really interesting.
Okay. Time out for a second. We got to explain what OG even means in Fortnite. Because it's not like an old game,
Right. When they say OG Fortnite, they mean the earlier versions, like way back when. Those videos, they often focus on specific weapons or things you could do that they've like changed or taken out, like double pumping.
Okay. Double pumping. So it's nostalgia. These players miss how it used to be.
Yeah, it's fascinating, right? A game this new already has people missing the good old days.
So Epic Games, they keep everyone happy. The OG folks and those who want the newest stuff, they're really good at keeping it dynamic.
Definitely.
No, it's not all about the gameplay, right?
Yeah.
These YouTube videos, they're full of like people talking and interacting. It's very social.
Oh, absolutely. There's this one Gigaplex Megatuple pumping in Fortnite. The players, they're joking about rocket riding each other. Now that might sound like, I don't know, another language.
What easy rocket riding?
It's wild. One player stands on top of a rocket that their teammate launches. Timing has to be perfect, but when it works, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And effective.
Wow. That's incredible. Players are always finding new ways to use the game to bend the rules. But beyond the crazy stuff, there's also just like genuine friendship there.
Absolutely.
Like in that shark shoes video.
Yeah.
Those players, they were so happy to win because they both had shark slippers on.
It's not just a coincidence. It's like it shows how shared experiences. Having the same stuff in the game, it builds a community. They won together, but it was even better because of those silly slippers.
And speaking of silly slippers, that brings us to a big thing in Fortnite. Kicks. Epic Games. They added customizable shoes for players to buy for their characters.
Oh, yeah.
And judging by what one YouTuber said, I'm buying those, I don't care. These things are a big deal.
It's so funny how something like shark slippers can become like a status symbol in a video game.
It's like virtual fashion, right? Players express themselves, connect with others who have the same style, but it's deeper than just looks. It's showing how much players are invested in Fortnite, in this whole world.
Absolutely. And that brings us to something else about Fortnite that people often don't realize. It's not just, a battle royale game. Look at the Epic Games website. They talk about all these player-created games you can find within Fortnite.
Hold on. Not just the Battle Royale mode. Like, what else is there?
We're talking tycoon games, death runs, role-playing scenarios. It's mind-blowing, really.
Whoa. So it's like a platform inside a platform. Players aren't just competing, they're making and sharing their own WN games.
It's incredible. It shows how versatile Fortnite is and how creative the community is. Like, the only limit is your imagination.
And to think we started out like Fortnite? What else is there to know? Clearly we were wrong. This is just the beginning.
Oh, we've barely scratched the surface.
Well, then let's keep digging. Stay tuned, because in part 2 of this deep dive, we're going even further into this incredible world of Fortnite. But welcome back to our Fortnite deep dive. We're picking up where we left off, still exploring this global phenomenon.
It's fascinating how this idea of like OG Fortnite keeps coming up.
Right. Missing the old days, even though Fortnite is, compared to other games, pretty new.
And it shows just how fast things change online. Like in that Fortnite OG Chapter 1 Season 2 video, players were talking about weapons and stuff that's been vaulted, like gone from the game, like double pumping.
Double pumping.
Okay.
So that was, you'd switch between 2 shotguns super fast to do tons of damage.
Exactly. It was really powerful, maybe too powerful, so they got rid of it.
It's like this balancing act, right?
Yeah. Keep the players happy, but T also makes sure the game is fair.
You can see in the YouTube comments. People get attached to certain ways of playing, and when those change, it's almost like a part of the game is lost.
But those changes also keep it interesting. The map, think about how much that has changed.
Oh, yeah.
Tilted Towers, it was huge. Then they destroyed it. Then it came back, but different. The game world itself has a history.
That's actually really cool. But sometimes those changes, it's not just balance, it's introducing completely new ways to play, like ballistic mode, remember?
Ballistic.
Yeah.
That one takes out building completely, which is, well, a lot of people say that's what Fortnite is.
Yeah.
It makes it more like those classic shooter games, Counter-Strike, stuff like that.
So someone who maybe finds the building intimidating can still enjoy the core of Fortnite.
Exactly. It's Epic Games being smart, reaching different players. They're not scared to try things.
Keeps it fresh, keeps people coming back for more. You got to adapt, learn the new stuff, stay ahead.
And that's where, back to the community, the YouTubers,
Right.
They explain everything. They give tips. They make it easier to understand.
Like a constant commentary track on how the game's changing. And they do it with humor.
Yes.
Like those players trying to win using only pump shotguns.
Gigaplex and Megatuple pumping in Fortnite. I love that one.
It was hilarious. It wasn't even really about winning. It was about like testing the limits, seeing what's possible, and having fun.
That's a big part of the Fortnite community. Skill, competition, sure, but also creativity, having a good time.
And that fun spills over outside the game itself. Remember those shark slippers?
The Shark Slippers,
It became a running joke in that video.
they won a victory royale, and they were both wearing them. It's like the game itself was in on the joke.
It's those moments that make Fortnite so, I don't know, charming. It doesn't take itself too seriously. Players can just be themselves.
And connect with others who get it. It's like an inside joke shared by millions.
And those live events, they add to that feeling of connection, that Fortnite Chapter 2 live event video.
Oh, the anticipation, everyone waiting,
And then, bam, technical problems.
delays, glitches. It was chaotic.
But even those glitches, they became part of the experience. Everyone was talking about it, sharing the frustration. It brought them together.
It's like a reminder that sometimes things go wrong, even in these big, perfect online worlds.
But those imperfections, sometimes they make it more memorable.
Exactly. Shared chaos, uncertainty. It bonds people together. We're all in this together, right? The good and the bad.
And through it all, the community keeps pushing the limits. Rocket riding, only using pumps. It's incredible.
Always inventing something new, finding a way to bend the rules.
They're like having this back and forth with the developers,
Yeah.
testing, inspiring.
And that's what makes Fortnite so fascinating. It's more than just a game at this point.
It's a place to be creative. It's a social experiment. It's almost like a living thing.
Constantly changing, evolving. Shark slippers can be status symbols. Rockets or vehicles. It's anything you can imagine.
We haven't even touched on like how content creators influence the game, the whole esports scene, the future of Fortnite. It's huge.
There's so much more to uncover.
Let's take a breath for a second, though, and think about what we've learned.
Okay.
Fortnite. It's so much more than meets the eye. It's this cultural force. It's about creativity. It's about community.
And in the final part of our deep dive, we'll go even deeper. We'll look at the impact Fortnite has, what it might become, the why it's so captivating.
Stay tuned. There's still so much more to explore. And we're back for the final part of our Fortnite deep dive. It's amazing how much we've uncovered about this game that seems, at first glance, so simple.
It really makes you think about what games can be, how they can like shape our culture.
One thing that's really stuck with me is how creative Fortnite is. And not just the people who made it, but the players themselves.
Oh, absolutely. Those player-made games, remember? Tycoon, Death Runs, role-playing. It proves Fortnite's more than just that battle royale.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a platform for players to build their own ideas, share them with everyone.
Exactly.
And even within the battle royale itself, there's so much ingenuity. The rocket riding, the pump-only challenges. It's like players are always trying to find the edge of what's possible.
It's like they need to experiment, find new ways to play and then show everyone else. And that's where those YouTubers are so important.
They're like curators, right?
Yeah.
Showing us the best, the funniest, the most creative stuff that the community comes up with.
Yeah, and they're entertaining, they're informative. It's like a shared experience.
Honestly, what surprised me most doing this deep dive is I thought I knew Fortnite. I was wrong. There's so much more to it.
It shows that even things that seem really common, really popular, they can still surprise you.
So where do we go from here? What's the future of Fortnite?
That's the big question, right? But looking at how much it's changed already, how connected it is to the players, I think the future's pretty bright. Maybe Fortnite becomes more than just a game. Maybe it's a place for people to hang out, to be creative, even to learn things.
Virtual classrooms in Fortnite? That's an amazing idea. Or like people working together to build stuff using the game's tools. Possibilities are kind of endless.
And that's what's so exciting about it. It's gone beyond just being about, the battle royale. It's part of our culture now. It's a place for creativity. It's where millions of people connect.
It shows how powerful games can be, bringing people together, inspiring them, pushing the limits of what's possible.
And it reminds us that even in a world with so much entertainment, there's always room for something new, something that grabs our attention, makes us want to explore.
Well said. As we wrap up this deep dive, I don't know about you, but I'm feeling kind of inspired.
Yeah, I get that.
We've only just scratched the surface of what Fortnite is, what it could be. And that's the biggest takeaway, right? This wasn't just about understanding a game. It was about opening our minds to what happens when technology and creativity and community all come together.
That's a good way to put it.
It's a reminder to keep exploring, keep asking questions, and be ready for the unexpected. Who knows what amazing things are out there just waiting to be discovered.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Until next time, keep diving deep.